Yesterday, we visited a couple of towns on Maui that we were not familiar with, Haiku and Paia. And if you can, or Paia, if you can see it, they're on this rather crude map that I have here. They're up toward the northern part of the island. Both North Shore towns were actively part of Maui's now defunct pineapple industry, and while both towns have suffered during the pandemic, one town is recovering while the other is still struggling. Paia is on the heavily traveled Hana Highway, while Haiku is on a road off the major highway, which explains a lot about their respective fortunes. Both towns became popular with counterculture folks in the late 1960s and early 70s, attracted to Paia's beautiful beaches, Haiku's laid-back attitudes, and the overall perceived mystical and healing qualities of the area. Some of these folks never left, and their influence continues to influence the region. Haiku was the site of a large pineapple cannery, which was converted to retail businesses, some of which survive. We had lunch at Colleens, and they seem to have a lively lunch business. Across the parking lot are a few food trucks.
So anyway, we're here in Colleens, and they've got everything here. We've already ordered. We've got the Reuben, and I can't even remember what I have, but it's gonna be wonderful. And Colleen is ready for anything. She's even ready for Christmas, because you can see here they've got a Christmas tree. I don't know if you can see it here. There it is. And even though it's April, they're ready. Okay. Tanya is pointing out to me the cool wallpaper here at Colleens, and it kind of reminds her of her new dress. So it's too bad you didn't wear it, Tanya. It could have just fit right in.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh my heavens.
Oh, great. The Reuben and the FBI.
Yeah. Anything
So,
else?
what did they can here?
It was pineapple. Sorry, one second.
Okay.
Yes.
It was what?
Pineapple.
Pineapple. All right, here we have the FBI, which is a frigging big indigestion. I don't know. And Tanya has the Reuben. Okay. So here we're going to see what we can do.
Okay.
All right, I guess we got the salad, we got the sandwich. We're here in the Alohaina Center in Haiku, and it kind of gives you an idea. You know, I don't know a lot about the town of Haiku, but apparently it was in the 70s. It was kind of a counterculture hippie kind of place, maybe engaged in a lot of Maui wowie, and I think a lot of these cats kind of stayed here. So I mean, in this particular place, you've got a lot of empty spaces, but Mangala yoga, deep relief massage, deep relief inspiration health, Pilates, a vegetarian place. So it's kind of it's a lot of what would you call it, Tanya? Getting in touch with yourself, sort of thing. Yeah. So if it works and they can make a living, there you go. So that center that we were just in, this is the outside, and it looks like it was an old cannery as well. And I say as well as the place where we had lunch at Colleens. It's this big green roof building over here, which apparently was also a pineapple canning facility back in the day. And now, other than just a few things in there, there are a lot of empty spaces.
But one standalone business across the way caught our eye, the Fukushima Store. This small grocery looked like it must have had an interesting history, so we asked one of the two young women working there if they could tell us something about it. One of them took us to the house next door to meet Mr. Fukushima himself. We had a nice conversation with him and learned a little about himself and his store. The store belonged to his father, and the younger Fukushima returned to Haiku from Los Angeles in 1974 to run it. He told us, "It's a small business, but it did well enough to send my daughters to college. Now I just keep it going to take care of the girls who work there. I'm 76 now, and I tried to retire last year, but my wife doesn't want me just hanging around." He asked where we were from. When we told him Las Vegas, he said he'd been there. He'd gone to a Cirque du Soleil show, but didn't like it. "Didn't make any sense to me," he said. "Just a lot of people spinning around and jumping." We talked about the economic struggles the area has had during the pandemic, but he said, "I hope you're not offended, but do you mind if I tell you something?" "Sure," we said. "It was very peaceful here when there weren't any tourists," he said. "Now they're all coming back, and the traffic on the highway, the road to Hana, is just terrible. It was pretty clear he preferred the way things were a few months ago. He thanked us for the visit, and we were on our way.
So we're in Paia, which was an old pineapple town where the people who lived here worked in the pineapple fields and worked in the cannery. There's a cannery here, and then there was one up at Haiku. Now it's a really popular destination. It's on the road to Hana, and one of the highlights is the shaved ice. So what I have here is the blue raspberry and pineapple and some banana, I guess. And Tanya's got.
I have coconut.
Yeah.
And pineapple.
Yeah.
And mango.
And mango. So, when you come to Hawaii, you have to have the shaved ice, which is
No D. Shave.
Shave ice. Sorry, it's not shaved. It's shave ice. It's basically like a fancy snow cone, but of course, never say that here. I said it, but I don't think anybody heard me. So this is looking at Paia town, which is along the road to Hana. So if you think you want to take the drive to Hana, which takes, it's an all-day trip if you do it all in one day, there and back again. This is kind of what you have to look forward to. It's just, and this is still early in the day. It's only about 2:30. You get to about 5 o'clock. This highway, this is just chock-a-block. Look, there's just one car after another. It's never ending, and it drives the locals just nuts. But it's a thing to do. That's what happens.